I'm not entirely sure why they are not corrupting these programs. I mean, they are clearly moving. They are, for all intents and purposes, alive, quote-unquote. So why they are not going after them is beyond me. Oh, hello there, mister. And we have a code optimization we're down here. Now we have Corrode in beta twice, apparently, and Drunken Dims in beta, but we don't have the energy for it yet. Code optimization, where? What do we want to optimize? Honestly, I think I want to go back, get the beta version of Drunken Dims, and then upgrade that. Oh, come on. Why is the disk just pausing there? We have the ability to get over there now, I think. Yes. Mutating sequences string. Or something similar to that. Profiler disinfected. And we now have the energy to get our upgraded Drunken Dims. Which I'm going to upgrade to gold status up here. Keeping the corrupt beta and immediately moving up to gold. Also, the profiler can get back into the mix. The lol can move up here. Drunken Dims is going to be up there. Then primitive charge and how about we try out triangulate for a bit better sniping. Now we are not that good on energy anymore, so I want to return to the infinite energy source. Whoa. I'm impressed that didn't get us. In any case, he has a ball launcher, but we already have the beta version. Frag blast to vent core. No, frag blast to the vent core, okay. And now we have maximum rank, maximum development state, Drunken Dims. Let's try this baby out. Now it actually does fire 5 balls. That guy got annihilated. And we have more enemies. Spawn is our new master user. Even the Rector script with 300 HP cannot outlast it. And I would wager, yeah, all of those guys have gone down as well. That is a lot of damage. There can only be one master user. Bad news for Tron. We have another email up here. This is from December of last year from JD Thorn to Crown. Nothing but a smokescreen. I've been poking my nose around the labs concerning these correction algorithms. I personally feel it's a bunch of political gibberish initiated by Mr. Bradley to help sustain the generous amount of funding that goes into his department. The correction algorithms are nothing more than a smokescreen. There's no reason to delay the scheduled test run. JD Thorn, Chief of Security. And that probably was his fatal mistake. He himself thought that the correction algorithms weren't necessary. They were just a smokescreen, as he said, to keep the research funded and keep Alan swimming in money, or his research swimming in money, and that they weren't serving any actual purpose, which was not the case. He probably volunteered to digitize himself as the first data wraith, or the original data wraith, and that's how all of that we see around here happened. That's how the corruption happened, and how, yeah, I don't entirely know what he was after. He most certainly is after Mafria as well, so maybe he is hoping to get his hands on the correction algorithms to heal himself, repair himself, and return to the real world. That seems like the most sensible thing to do in his situation. But, well, we will have to ask him himself for that. Other than that, I think that we have basically cleared out this level. Don't see any more enemies, don't see any more emails. I'm gonna take a quick look around. We have all the data. There's nothing back here either. And this, I believe, is just the path that leads back up. I think we've taken out absolutely everything and everyone that we had here. Oh, this seems to be leading down somewhere back here, so we may need to move around. Yeah. He seems to have launched his attack at the same time that FCON was moving in to acquire ENCOM and completely take over absolutely everything. They took a couple of months afterwards to set this up, because I think we also saw in December of last year that the FCON CEO was trying, and successfully trying, to buy up ENCOM. And yeah, so that is probably the should we say, the sequence of events that we have. FCON spied on ENCOM, used their industrial sabotage to acquire all the knowledge and try and take over ENCOM, try and unlock the secrets of digitization so that they could send in their data raves. They successfully got in contact with Thorn, the disloyal chief of security that gave them all the technology and all the data. Thorn himself thought that the correction algorithms were not needed and volunteered himself as a test subject, but this happened and he got turned into the corruption. AFCON realized that they would have, and absolutely have, to get their hands on the correction algorithms for their plans to be of any use, so they turned to buying up ENCOM, as they had already lost their spy in their ranks. And that kind of brings us to the present, where the moment basically they acquired the company, they began remodeling it into a data rave transmission facility, and yeah, extracting the secret, or rather the location of the correction algorithms from Alan, which he had to do probably to preserve his life. I don't think that these people would have had any qualms killing him if they didn't deem him necessary anymore. At the same time, it seems that either they unleashed Tron as sort of a, well, distraction or diversion, or maybe Thorn himself thought that this was his chance to get the correction algorithms. He may have had some spying on FCON, and now that he knew where the correction algorithms were, he initiated the attack in order to acquire Mefria. Mefria saw that, and saw that she had no chance of survival without help from the outside, digitized Jet, and that is where our story starts. I think that this is now the sequence of events that we had. So now, let's get into the inner core chamber.